Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here. In this video, I'm gonna teach you 10 snowboard tricks you can learn outside of the park. These 10 tricks outside of the park will give you a solid foundation that will allow you to learn snowboard tricks inside of the park. So I'll take you guys through these 10 tricks, where to do them, and all my main tips and some things to avoid. So starting off with the first trick, which is a tail press. The tail press is a great first trick to learn because it's easy. You can start off just practicing on the flat ground. Then once you're comfortable, you can take it to a mellow slope. And the key for getting the tail press is really moving your weight over top of the tail of your snowboard. You can see here that I really move my hips over top of the tail of my board, and that allows me to flex the snowboard and get into the press. The biggest challenge when learning the tail press is having a board that's too stiff, so start with a soft flex snowboard. The second trick you can learn outside the park is how to ollie off of a side hit. Side hits are a great place to get comfortable doing your first ollies. A quick safety note, make sure that when you're doing a side hit that the landing is going to be free of other riders. And the key to getting a good ollie is really finding that sweet spot in your tail that you can load up with your weight and then pop off of. So really using the tail to spring yourself into the air, bending your knees, and then spotting the landing and riding it out. The biggest challenge when learning to ollie is trying to go too big and too fast, so start off on small side hits. The third trick you can learn outside the park, and this goes with the ollie, and it's your first grab, which will be an INDY grab. The INDY grab is a great first grab to learn. You're reaching your backhand down towards your toe edge between your feet. The key to getting the INDY grab is bending your knees as you reach your hand down. And the biggest challenge is getting a solid pop off of what you're jumping off of. So make sure you're getting enough pop, and that will help bring your board up to your hand. The fourth trick you can learn outside the park is the frontside 180. The frontside 180 is the perfect spin to learn first. For the frontside 180, you're coming in on your heel edge. Then as you pop off your edge, you're twisting your board underneath you and then landing switch and riding it out. The biggest challenge with the frontside 180 is landing switch, so make sure you practice lots of switch riding before attempting the first front 180. The fifth trick you can learn outside the park is a backside 180. The backside 180 is very similar to the front side, except this time you're turning your chest to face the top of the hill, so your back is going towards the way you're traveling. The key with the backside 180 is to come in on your toes, get a level pop into the air, and then turn and face your upper body uphill as you twist your board underneath you. I think one of the biggest challenges when learning 180s is trying to do them too big to start, so just find a small side hit that you can practice on, and making sure that the landing is clear of other riders. The next trick you can learn outside the park is a nose press. The nose press is very similar to the tail press, except this time you're moving your body weight over the nose of your snowboard. This is a bit more challenging while your snowboard is moving, leaning into the nose, but with a little practice and learning how to balance, you're definitely gonna get it. To make the nose press easy, start by practicing on the flat ground, and also make sure that your snowboard has a soft enough flex. The seventh trick you can do outside of the park is the butter 180. And the butter 180 combines the nose press, the tail press, and 180s. And this trick can be done many different ways. My favorite way of doing this trick is to actually start by riding switch, then 180 into a tail press, and then followed by a 180 out. The two things that help me get this trick the most, the first one is really twisting to get the 180s around. And the second thing is to find a place to do this trick where the slope goes slightly uphill. That'll make the press much easier and help you to 180 out. The next trick is the frontside 360. 360s are great to learn outside the park on just a small corner side hit. This is another trick where you want to spot the landing for other riders for safety. The three things that bring the 360 together, the first one is the line in on your heel edge. The second one is popping straight up off your edge so that you have time in the air to get the 360 around. And the third is the wind up. So pulling your shoulders back and then rotating them forward as you come off the lip to get the 360 around. The key to this trick is actually making sure that you can do all of the 180s before attempting the 360. The 9th trick on the list is the backside 360. The backside 360 has similar elements as the front side, except this time your line in is on your toes. You're winding up by facing forward and then rotating backwards. And you're popping the same way, getting a clean pop up into the air so that you have the height to get the 360 around. I think the key for the backside 360 is getting that clean pop straight up into the air so that you spin like a top and land and ride it out straight. The final trick on this list that you can learn outside the park is the butter 360. This is an advanced level trick, but if you build up to it by completing all the previous tricks, it makes it much easier. To complete the butter 360, make sure you come into it with a heel turn followed by a toe turn. Then on the toe turn, commit to the butter as you rotate your body to get the 360 momentum going around. My advice for trying this trick for the first time is to practice it when the snow is soft. With soft snow, it's gonna make the butter 3 come around easier, but it's also gonna make the landing more forgivable if you do happen to bail. So definitely try it in spring slushy conditions or on a day when the snow conditions are consistent and soft. Awesome guys, so those are 10 snowboard tricks so you can learn outside the park. If you have questions about any of these tricks, leave them for me down in the comments. I'll also put a link to the snowboard trick playlist where there are dozens of videos to help you guys learn snowboard tricks. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Have fun out there learning snowboard tricks, guys, and I'll see you in the next one soon.